Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, where if you're new here, my name is Aiden. You can call me AJ in the comments, whatever you want. Even hate comments, I don't care. It ain't gonna put me down. But anyways, tomorrow, after I get home from school, there's gonna be some cool stuff that I'll be showing you guys. Now, this is really cool stuff. It's gonna be a great time. We're gonna have so much fun. And you guys will figure it out what it is, and there might not even be anything that shows up, but nah, who cares? There's still gonna be stuff that shows up. So it is time. Here, got my old calculator watch. 7:02 on the 6th of April 2022. Yes, it is April 6th. And tomorrow was the 7th, so basic math. That will be the day that I show you guys, and then it'll be probably around 4 o'clock. Then I'll pick up the phone again, / camera, and you guys will see what it is. So, yeah, next day, let's go. Alright guys, welcome back. Well, it's been seconds for you, but a whole day for me. It is the next day, probably at the same time. It's about 6:40. But here's the stuff we got. We got a sickle bar, which I am very, very excited about. It's got a 5-foot bar. It is the big number 4. Now, the big number 4 had an extra foot added to the sickle bar. And that's about it, really. That's what the big number 4 is. Just extra 1 foot on that. It is missing the piece of wood that goes from here to here, but those mostly rotted out. And this is frozen, but everything in here seems to be unfrozen. This is frozen here. This is the pedal to engage the worm gear to the drive gear, or who cares? But the gear that slides over, and it basically sits over just a little bit. When you push that down, it basically, when you pull that up, it clicks that in, and that makes this run that, because that always spins on that. And then this, it clicks and it spins. This spins, but this should spin too. So this spins always, and this spins with it, so it spins like this. So this is always going this way, but it's always staying this way. It's never going up like that. This would fall down here, and see what I mean? And that piece of wood would run from here all the way over to here, and this actuates the cutting board that run these top teeth. And they're all, these are broken. Well, that one's broken, I know that. That one's broken. That one's broke. No, that one's not broken. That one's not broken. Some of these, like, see how it's all packed in there with stuff like that? That's just, see, it's supposed to be clean, where that one's packed full of, like, old rust and junk like that, but mold, probably. But we can get all these working. That's the only one that's broken, is right there. But the rest of them seem to be pretty good. The guy painted them, so that sucks. But yes, everything works. But nothing moves. Like, everything is frozen. So this is frozen. This is frozen. This adjusts your, like, out pitch, basically. If you see this, it just adjusts your, you push this forward, it pushes this spring, and it just pushes that down. And there's, the other thing that's missing is that, the furrow piece that pushes in. It basically, it's like this, and it pushes in all the stuff. And when you have this up, there's like, I think 1, 2, or there's only 2, I think, 2 notches that sit in. And when you lift this, this goes up and over. And then when you pull it in, you pull this, and this foot piece, I'm pretty sure, is supposed to be connected to something. I'm pretty sure. And yeah, there's a seat. There's a little toolbox that you put stuff in. It's full of old rust and crap, but Moline, Illinois, I see where this is frozen at. It's frozen to that, but the gearbox and everything works. Everything. The planter boxes are pretty rusty, but this one doesn't have that little latch. It just comes off. So we would have to keep an eye on that out in the field. But hopefully our landlord. Ooh, there's a goose like right about there, if you can see him. But hopefully in the back 40 we can plant some corn, which is what we're going to do in here. Now, what my dad said is these in here spin back and forth. And what happens is that pushes the corn down in there and out the little bottom piece. And it goes out this, and then this covers it all back up. And yes, another person sits on this, and his feet go down there or up there. But when you push it down, you have your foot up there, your feet up there. That pushes. You pull this lever, pushes that down, and you can hook this too. You can do this, and you can have your feet always up there. And then when you're done, you push it down, and you push your feet there. But this spring here is broken on the piece that makes when you push this. That makes that go down. That spring is broken because your feet, these are going to come up and come up here, and when this goes down, and that basically, that is what I'm seeing adjust if you go on the ground or not with your hitch. Now your hitch is connected to this spring that runs all the way out here, and when you do that, I'm pretty sure that actuates the gearbox. And then this lever here turns this, which this bar runs all the way across, which I'm pretty sure that tilts the thing. And this here is your depth gauge. So you have 2-inch, 3-inch, and 4-inch on there. Here, let me get you a better shot of that. 2-inch, 3-inch, and 4-inch. And that's it for this. And it did come with the out furrows, which make sure when these are folded out and they're out, you put your tractor in the center of the line that is out, and you make your next pass. And a guy usually has a cord that runs to the end of this, about probably right there, and he pulls that cord, which is hooked probably to the back of his seat, and he grabs it and he lifts it up and he holds it there until he picks this one up, and then he drops this one down, the guy that's sitting up here. And the next thing that I'm most excited about is the plow. Now, the plow, it needs a little TLC, but I'm pretty sure I can do this. I need a pair of vice grips, but if I'm probably gonna have a trip plow video, I'm gonna have a couple of them, but you have a trip rope that goes into this, this is what trips the plow, and it is in full, I'm pretty sure it's tripped right now, because it is down, because usually this is back up, and that wheel is up too, so I'm pretty sure it's tripped. But what happens is, I'm actually, this could be down too, is you pull this out, you spin it to the right, and when you spin it to the right, that raises the wheels. Because if you look, this wheel is connected to this right here. This is connected to this, and this is connected to this and this. So this raises this wheel. So the more you go down, the more that'll come up, because it pulls this and it pulls it back. Now, this is a John Deere number, I'm looking here. Pretty sure it's like a number 2. number 1-12. I'm pretty sure this is a 12 or 14. But I'm looking for a number because the guy who we bought these from painted them. And there's another rope here that just in case you need to, you can pull that too. But usually the trip rope goes from here, goes up into here, and goes out to the tractor. And if you saw, I'll put a little thing in the description below of my my trip plow and my plow video. But trip plow, oh, it's a number 501. I figured it out. It says it right there. It's a 195. It's a 195 65. So it's a number 65 plow. And we're gonna have to take, my dad's gonna get the planter done first because we're gonna need to be planting corn soon. And this one is I just noticed the number 356 big. So these two probably came as a pair then, the corn planter and that, because they both have big on them. And the big meant that it was wait, no, that probably says 560 something, but hey, who cares. This is very heavy. I probably can sit on this here. Hold it like that. But you'd be sitting up here, got your feet here and here. You have this lever here, got your foot piece down here that you would help assist to lift it up. And to lift that, this you pull back and that would lift that up. It would lift the thing up so you don't cut rows down. So you would have a guy pull this and see that? See it? This does work right here, but this, the handle that runs all the way down here and that pulls that pin is locked in. But man, you can see everything from up here. But basically, this wheel here guides your row, so you'd have this wheel. So there's grass out there. You'd have that wheel riding to the left side of your grass, so of the grass or alfalfa or whatever. But this, what you do is you push this down, this lifts the plow, and this brings the pitch up. So that's all that does. That just brings up it just brings it up, and then this lifts it up. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm guessing how that works. I'm sitting up here, and in this box you would usually have like your spare teeth or your spare springs or tools or WD-40 and all that stuff. And yes, I am wearing a leather coat. And this here actuates it and shuts it off, but usually you only shut it off when you're ever stopping or if you're going to the field. You never want it to run like that, because when you bring it down, the wood piece slides that way, and then when you bring it up, the piece slides that way. And this has never probably ever been used since probably the 80s, the 70s or 80s. This thing's old, but it's there's John Deere, that's a Deere piece. It has been welded once right there, but it's all of this is together, because this number here, the Z927H, is the Z927H right there. Everything matches up. A Z7, or it's a Z354H. That don't match up, but that and that match up. So who knows? It's old. It's like 80 some years old. It's as old as that Alice that I have. But yes, this is my pride and joy right here. This and the plow. That's my birthday present. That's my dad's late birthday present right there, / early Christmas present, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's our basic gifts. And ow, my joints hurt. But okay, let's hop up here, because this thing is heavy. I can't hardly I'm 180 pounds and I can barely lift that front end. But you're sitting here, don't ever want to put your feet here where I'm putting them. Always want to put them here or up here. And it looks like the guy always had his feet down here, which is, I wouldn't put them there unless I'm lifting and lowering this thing. But this is heavy. And as I said, this folds in the row. This here is just a chain cleaner. If that don't want to move, oh, got it to move. Nope, I'm just doing nothing. But when you pull this up, as I said, and you push it down, I'm pretty sure that pushes your, ow, do that, you idiot. But I'm pretty sure this looks like it pushes the hitch up, and it pushes probably this pushes the hitch up like this. When you push this down, it pushes it goes like this, and that probably sets it in the ground. And then this is the non-position where it's not doing anything. This, it looks like it just runs from there. It's just a shaft, it looks like. So I'm pretty sure this does this turns on that, because if you look, sorry for the bump, right there, hold on, I know I've already talked about this, but right there, there's a spring. And then this arm, that arm runs down to that, and then that runs over, and then that piece there, if you can see that piece there runs down to that spring, and that goes up to this spring and runs into the gearbox. Did you catch all that? You better have. And that's what I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty sure there was probably another one over here, so you had two of them, because that's what it looks like with that piece there. But yeah, this could be a footrest right there. That could be a footrest. But Deere, because it has the D82933A. And as I said, you just push that forward and over to set your depth of how far that goes down or back up. Right now it's in the middle position, which is 3 inches. And you don't want that out. That's not good. That right there is not good. But you push this to push it down. You push this to push it back up. And that's basically it for the planter. And I've already went over the trip plow, which is pretty obvious and pretty simple. But it looks like, if I can hop off here and not kill myself. Aha. But it looks like this has been mingled back together before. It's been welded a couple times, I think. I think I'm probably going to get a new one of those. But I need a piece of wire that goes from here all the way down to here. Right there. So when I pull this lever here, I can actuate that. Pretty sure if I got a pair of pliers I can move that. But I wouldn't move it far because pushing it down would pull this and everything. And I'm going to have to figure it out when I get it to use. But as you can tell, somebody repainted them probably like 4 or 5 times. You're not supposed to paint the mold boards, but we can clean those up later. And you might be wondering why this wheel has like different types of bumps on it. If you can tell, there's bumps. And that wheel's flat. Well, this gave it better traction so you weren't slipping, because that wheel slips like a son of a gun. And this one don't. So what happens is there's these little bumps in the center, like right there where the spokes connect and all that. And then there's these bevels here, and those bevels basically just make it so it gets better traction, and then so it can engage better. And that's about it. But yeah, that's basically our treasures that we got. So yeah. Hello. Oh, Lord. I've lost it. Oh, wait. I remember. Okay, so you guys just saw, this is the next day. This is Saturday. No, the day after. Or, I don't know when I filmed that. But, it's been a couple days. And I have basically been doing nothing. My room is apart. That is crooked. There we go. Anyways, my dad is putting in new, too close to the camera. I've cleaned my desk, which is right here. I've cleaned my room, and now it's a mess again because my dad is putting carpet in our hallway. And it's kind of mixed match carpet and blah, 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 but who cares? It matches the stairs, and it looks good from where I'm standing. But, I am going to get my tractor out in a little bit after my dad gets this stuff done. And I'm going to pull the sickle mower around, and I am going to move that out of the way. And two, I'm probably going to pull in the planter where it should be. Which will be over on the left bay, which is where my tractor is, not where my dad's truck is. That's the right bay. But, excuse me. But, we're hopefully gonna get the planter working because we need to get our backfield planted in May, and that's like in 3, maybe 4 weeks. I want to get that done, and I want to, get the sickle mower going and working because I'm gonna need that soon too to tame some trails for spring dirt bike riding, because that'll be fun. But yeah, I'm kind of in my lazy clothes today because we're working in the house, but I'm probably gonna get some jeans on and I'm gonna get on my tractor, and it is like 2:11, sorry, this afternoon, and I'm probably gonna go and get some pair of jeans on, as I said, and pull in the planter where it needs to be and the sickle mower. I'm going to back those in, then I'm going to pull my tractor in, and we should be good. And I will be starting another video. This is just showing our new toys that we got, and I will have another video of us working on the planter and sickle mower. So we got a couple things moving on the sickle mower. It does kind of lift up and down, but we need the thing that keeps it locked into the detent. We need to have that heated up and be sprayed with some lube and get that nice and moving. Then we have another thing that makes it go like this, which kind of just pushes the wing down at the end to make it more level instead of like this or like this. It's level. And those are the only two things really that we need to free up, besides maybe the engagement lever for to make when the wheel is spinning and that gear slides into the gear that's right here, and that slides into it, it'll start working. But that'll be for another video, or that's gonna be for another video because this video is already 20 minutes long. So hope you guys enjoyed this little showing what I got, my new toys, and God bless, and have a great one. That's deer. Look at all that deer. Got to be at least 10 of them, 20 of them running out there.